Okay, this is a test run of Zoom, and I'm going to test to see how quickly I can log on, call Lucy, who's using Vicky's account on my phone. It gets kind of complicated in another room, and I'm going to call her, and then we'll go from there and see how this goes. So first I click invite, and I've already got her logged in. She's already a member of Zoom, so it should go kind of quickly. Let's see how quick she responds to this. Now I have to admit her because I've got it set for her to go to a waiting room. I click admit, and she should be with me at this point. Right now I've got I've got it on speaker view. I need to turn it to gallery view. Now I can see both of us. I'm going to try to see how this thing works out on the recording. I'm not sure which way it'll work. Can you hear me okay, Lucy?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
Good. Okay. If I need to, I can mute Lucy's. If I got a lot of people on here at the same time, I can mute them in case there's a lot of background noise and that kind of thing going on, so they can all hear me better. And then they can ask to be unmuted, or they can unmute themselves as we go along if they need to.
Raise our hands.
Yeah, if you've got a laptop or computer, you can unmute by just holding the space bar down, kind of using it like a walkie-talkie. Okay, so all right, let's see first of all how this works. I'm going to look at the verse of the day here, and so I'm gonna do this. And now you see me in the empty tomb, right? Just a picture, is that right?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Need to get this process sped up a little. You see the verse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You recognize this verse?
Yes.
Okay. How much of it can you do? I can do.
I can do all things through Christ, which shepherds me.
Everything is right except the last verse. It's not shepherds. It's, in other words, sometimes when we're trying to go through different experiences in life, we feel very weak. So when we're feeling very weak,
Strengthens.
yeah, strengthens me. Very good. There it is. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You see the whole verse now?
Yes.
Okay. And, it's good to know about what that means. We won't talk about it much here because we're just doing a sample thing here, but that doesn't mean you can win a ball game by saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Means Paul was talking about how he'd been through all kinds of experiences of life, some very difficult, some when he had plenty, but he said, I can get through it all. So maybe a better translation is I can get through it all, or I can endure it all. That's what he's talking about. We can get through these things.
Because God helps us.
Because God helps us. Amen. All right. I want us to look at a problem now, and I'm going to.
Do I need pencil and paper?
Yes, you do. Get your pencil. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
And let's see here. Before we go there, hold on just a minute and let me check something else.
Well, I'm completely ready when you are.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to do this stuff more quickly. That's part of my problem here. And I haven't quite got all the controls mastered yet, but I'm trying to get myself where I'm in front of the whiteboard, and we can work this problem together. So, but as time goes on, we'll do that more quickly. All right. Can you see a bunch of problems on the page now?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you see a page full of problems or not yet?
Nope. Okay. I just see you in the whiteboard.
Hold on. Let's see then. I got to do this. And now do you see them?
Yes.
All right. Is that big enough to you can read number 26? Can you see it well enough to read it?
Yes, I just turned my thing so I can see it.
Okay, you turn your phone sideways. Good, good, good.
Mhm.
All right, if you can do it, I'm going to write it on my whiteboard while you write it on your paper. So just copy number 26 down.
Okay.
2 2/5 divided by,
Divided by
open
4
parenthesis,
1/5. Yep.
5th
1
divided by 1 3/4, close parenthesis. All right, double check to make sure you copied it correctly because it's easy to make a careless mistake. But
2 2/5 divided by 4 1/5 divided by 1 3/4, and it's in parentheses.
all right,
So 4 1/5 and
now I'm going
1
to turn that thing off, and you can see it on my screen. Now, can you fix that where you can see it large? See, you might have to swipe your screen one way or the other, but fix it so you can see me as large as possible.
as large as possible is the first one it is, and if I turn it,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, that is perfect. So if you turn the phone sideways,
You can see it.
When you're in the middle, yes.
Okay, very good. So you got the whole thing, right? You can see it. Okay, now instead of you working it on your paper for time's sake, we're just going to work it together, okay?
Okay.
Tell me, what are you going to do first?
Okay, so we're gonna turn 2 2/5 into a fraction.
Okay, now,
And then proper.
how do you do that?
You do the 2 times 5, 10, and then you add the 2 at the top. So 12.
Good. 12,
So 12/5
okay. And let's do that all.
divided by
So what's this going to turn into be?
4 times 5, which equals 20, and then you add 21/5.
Very good. Let's just leave it divided by for right now. What about this?
1 3/4. 1 times 4 equals 4, plus 3 equals 7.
7/4. Very good. Okay, now what's the next step going to be?
Okay, so you have to do what's in parentheses first because, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
So cool. I'm glad you remember that. Do what's in parentheses first. So let's write down the 12/5 divided by. All right, what's the first thing I need to do with that thing in parentheses?
It's keep, change, flip, so you keep 21/5,
Okay.
and then you change the division symbol into a multiplication symbol,
Okay.
and then you flip for 7/4, so it's 4/7.
Okay. Now listen, I don't mind you using that little memory rule, like leave, change, flip. Okay. But I'd like for you to kind of listen. I'd like for you to kind of understand what it means. What it means is whenever you divide anything in math, it's the same multiplying it by the, you know what this is called? 7/4 and 4/7. That's
The reciprocal.
okay. So to divide by any number is always the same as multiplying by its
Reciprocal.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
Which is it flipped.
All right. Now let's go to the next step. What do you do next?
Next, you're gonna try to simplify it now so you don't have to simplify it later.
Okay. Well,
So
tell me what you mean by that.
7 can go into 21.
Okay. All right.
3 times.
All right,
So you change the 21 into a 3.
hold on. Okay.
Oh.
There we go. And a 7.
And then the 7 turns into a 1.
Very good.
And 5 and 4, no.
Okay.
Because 5 can't go into 4 equally and 7.
All this, what you just did, there's a name for that. It starts with a C.
Canceling.
That's called canceling. 7 goes 21 3 times. It means 7 is a factor on the top and 21 is just a factor on the bottom. So yes, you can cancel it. Okay, now what? Tell me what to write. What's left inside the parentheses?
Now it's 3. Oh, sorry. It's 3/4. Wait, no, 3/5 times 4 over 1.
Right. So tell me what you get when you multiply that.
3 times 4 equals 12. So 12 over 5.
Okay.
Because 5 times 1 equals 5.
Excellent. All right. Next step.
12/5 divided by 12/5.
All right. let's go ahead and you may be able to figure that out already, what the answer is going to be, but let's do it the official way. What do I do here?
You change it into a multiplication symbol,
Uh-huh.
and then it's 5/12 because it's the reciprocal of 12/5.
Good. And now what?
And now 5 can, okay. So 5, if you have two numbers across from each other that are the same, like 5 and 5 and 12 and 12, all of them turn into a 1.
Okay.
So the two 5s turn into 1 and the two 12s turn into a
Yeah.
1. And then you multiply it, equals 1 whole.
Yes, very good, Lucy. Outstanding work. Very good. All right, I want to click back here to, yeah, let's just stop this thing. That's good enough. I'm going to end the meeting. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.